We in Arizona got huge political news this week with the new census data that came out showing the kinds of changes we've seen in Arizona over the past decade. A state that's becoming more diverse, a state that's really on the cutting edge of many of the changes we're seeing all over the country. That, combined with the work of the Independent Redistricting Commission beginning last week, is the starting gun for what is going to be one of the most important periods in our state's political history in many, many years. When you hear about redistricting, some people's eyes glaze over and they think this is all inside baseball. Let me tell you it's not. It is central to what is going to happen in Arizona for years and years to come. Last month, the Gallup organization did a study of all 50 states, looking at the percentage of liberals, the percentage of moderates, the percentage of conservatives. And what they reported was that Arizona is 28th when it comes to the percentage of conservatives. That's shocking to a lot of people. You wouldn't think that if you saw what was going on in the legislature. But that's precisely why redistricting matters so much. Because the reason we have a legislature that is so far in the extreme, with the Russell Pierce Republicans pushing issues like the 14th Amendment, license plates for the Tea Party, and a whole host of issues that are completely out of step with what Arizonans need and what represents their values and their interests. The reason for that is because of the kinds of redistricting we've seen in the past. One that has made our districts unfair and uncompetitive. It means that people like Russell Pierce and the rest of his cronies only have to speak to a very narrow percentage of Arizonans to get elected. But if we had fair, competitive districts, it would be a game changer. It would mean that we would have a politics that speaks to the broad mainstream of Arizona, the place where Arizona Democrats are so competitive. That's why this work of the Commission is so important. And that's why last week we announced the Drawing a New Arizona project, a project that's going to be a watchdog on the Commission's work, making sure that they are doing the right thing, making sure that we are holding the commissioners accountable for what they've said they're going to do, draw fair, competitive districts all across the state. And then protecting them from people on the other side of the aisle who want to use lawsuits, who want to use political pressure to try to overturn the Commission's work. We can't allow that to happen. We need to make sure that we take this opportunity to have fair, competitive districts all over Arizona because of all the issues we care about. If we can have that, it'll be the kind of Arizona that we can all be proud of.